so nice to have the garage door open. I just love it. But I got lots to do. I've got all sorts of things to do. I think we're gonna start with flower I was carving the bottom of this foot, and the shape of the plate I did not study well enough before I started carving. So the shape of the plate, you see on the inside, is very like a V. And the way I carved it on the outside was like, I thought I could just carve it the way I wanted the outside profile to look. I carved it also with, ultimately, this should come down and the foot should be right here, right underneath this weak spot. But since I'm putting a planter on top of it, I was carving the foot here where the planter is going to sit, because that's going to be the heaviest part of the pot. If I had not done one or the other of those things, then I would still have a plate here. And you can see I was knocking on it, you know, like I do with my sponge, to make sure that that's not a very good cut. I'm going to get a better cut here. I was knocking on it with my sponge to make sure that my thickness was even. And oh my gosh, stuff going everywhere, to make sure my thickness was even. And you can see I felt like it was not giving me the same sound, but you can see it is a little thicker. It's a little thicker here than it was here. Perfectly acceptable from here to here. The problem was I wasn't paying attention to, you can't, I mean, sometimes, depending on how thick the pot is, you can sometimes do this, get a curve on the outside with an angle on the inside. This was not one of those. But it's also, I'm trimming wetter than I normally trim. And so, lesson learned, got to throw another plate so that I can finish the other planter. scale, y'all. I got this scale. And I have some footage of it before. Oh my gosh. It was in really, really bad shape. And it was all rusted out nasty. So, I cleaned it all up. And I painted it. Tim painted it. Superman painted it. Because, you know, he's Superman. So, Superman painted it. And I'm going to put it back together. As soon as I get it back together, I have to make some weights for it. So I ordered some lead shot. And I'm going to make weights out of lead shot. I'm pretty excited about that. Because I'm going to be able to make ounce weights instead of pounds weights. Which means, since glaze recipes are in percentages, right? So 0.3%. I won't have to do math. Because a 100 ounce batch of glaze is about 6.5-7 pound batch of glaze, which is about a little over half, maybe a gallon and a half of glaze at a time. Fantastic. And, you know, enough to dip in and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm very excited about getting this thing put back together. It's going to be great. So, that's what I'm doing next. Together, and I didn't poke the holes in it. It's a planter. Ugh. I'm very excited. I got all of my Cinco Rojo stuff done. Finished. Well, mostly. I had some definite design changes as we went along, due to Herbert's family whacking things and getting excited, and you know, so but I think everything's worth firing, so that's something, right? When it's worth firing, that's something. So anyway, we are ready to switch the studio back over to white clay. I'm so excited! I'm so excited! It's not white clay. It's the creamy colored clay. It's a off-white clay, and it's B-mix, and I'm very, very excited because as much as I love the way my fairy houses look in the Buffalo Wallow, it has been a very, very long time since I got to play in fairy houses again because I didn't want any in Rojo. The glazes turn out too dark, I think. However, I did make some fairy house accoutrement in Rojo. So, other than that, all that's left to do is to clean everything up so that we can switch the studio over. And Superman said he would help me with that part, so he's excited to start to get the stuff moving in the he's never really liked the Rojo. I do like the Rojo for certain things, but yeah, we're kind of glad to be through with that. There is some left. There's probably half a bag left, probably 20 pounds, 15 pounds left, a little over half a bag. But if the fairy house accoutrement comes out the way that I want it to, then that's what I want to do with the rest of that clay. If it doesn't, then, you know, I can throw that into planters or something else after the next time that we throw the Buffalo Wallow, so, which is the other brown clay that we have. So, turning over the studio. Yay! Super fun!